Madagascar has been an isolated island for about 70 million years, separating from Africa about 165 million years ago, and from India about 100 million years later. This isolation led to the development of a unique endemic fauna. Before humans settled there about 2,000 years ago, there were many large and unusual animals that descended from species that existed when Madagascar became an island, or from species that later crossed the sea to Madagascar. Ecological gaps were often filled by animals with completely different histories than those on the African mainland. A large number of these endemic Malagasy animals have been extinct since the arrival of humans, especially the megafauna. Despite this and massive deforestation, Madagascar is still home to incredible wildlife, the vast majority of which is unmatched in the world. Madagascar is a prime destination for ecotourism, with over 50 national parks and other protected reserves. There are believed to be only 4 colonization events of land mammals from mainland Africa. They brought the ancestors of tenrecs, lemurs, carnivores, and Nesamayan rodents to Madagascar. Other mammalian colonizations were amphibious hippos and bats. Lemurs are the most famous of Madagascar's mammals. They can only be found in Madagascar. Lacking monkeys and other competitors, these primates adapted to a wide range of habitats and evolved into numerous species. Tenrecs are another group of mammals characteristic of Madagascar. Most of the world's species of these small and medium-sized creatures are found on the island. Rodents are poorly represented on the island, with a few endemic species, all belonging to the subfamily Nesamaini. These include the endangered Malagasy giant rat. Due to the ability to fly, many different bats have come to the island. However, only 1/3 of these are endemic, which is less than for other groups of land mammals. There are 8 members of Carnivora on the island, all now classified in the endemic family Eupleridae. The cat-like fossa is the largest of these. As of 2008, there are officially 99 species and subspecies of lemurs, 39 of which were described by zoologists between 2000 and 2008. Of the 51 species assessed by the IUCN that year, 43 were classified as somewhat threatened, and 6 species were classified as critically endangered, the highest risk designation. In 2012, the assessments became much more pessimistic. First among the Malagasy carnivores is the fossa, a cat-like animal. Other Malagasy carnivores include the Phaneroca, which, despite its scientific name, should not be confused with the fossa. Also, not to be confused with the very similarly named Phalanook, known as the Malagasy small-toothed musk. Madagascar is home to 5 species of mongoose, as well as the small Indian cive, one of the carnivores believed to have been introduced to the island. 3 species of tenrec are found on the African continent. Most of the tenrecs, about 30 species, are found in Madagascar. They have branched out into many different niches. For example, web-footed tenrecs resemble river otters in appearance and behavior. The small porcupine tenrec resembles its namesake hedgehog. About 30 native rodent species are known in Madagascar, 3 of which are now extinct. They are all members of the muroid subfamily Nessamini. They also spread into various niches, with mouse-like forms, wood mice, fossorial species, and rabbit-like forms. About 69 species of bats are known in Madagascar, more than half of which are endemic to the island. At least 17 species of lemur have become extinct since humans arrived in Madagascar, all of which were larger than the surviving lemur species. These include the giant II, estimated to be 3 to 5 times larger than today's species. There are about 280 species of birds in Madagascar, and about 200 of these genera have been recorded. Although these are relatively low numbers for a large tropical island, there is a high degree of endemism. More than 100 bird species are endemic, and 49 of them are endemic with a restricted range of less than 50,000 square kilometers. There are 5 families of birds unique to Madagascar or shared only with the Comoros Islands: mezites, globes, cuckoo rollers, asites, and vangas. In addition, recent research suggests that several songbirds should be combined in a new endemic family, Malagasy nightingales. Relatively few reptile families and genera have reached Madagascar, but they have diversified into more than 260 species, more than 90% of which are endemic. Chameleons are very well represented, and 2/3 of the world's species are found there. Other groups of lizards in Madagascar are geckos, skinks, girdle-tailed lizards, and iguanids. There are more than 60 different snakes on the island. None of these are harmful to humans. There are 6 land turtle species, 5 endemic, and 1 introduced species. Land turtles include the African helmeted turtle, the yellow-bellied mud turtle, and East African black mud turtle. The shores are used by loggerhead sea turtles, green sea turtles, and hawksbill sea turtles for nesting, and olive ridley sea turtles forage here. Madagascar's largest reptile is the Nile crocodile, which has become very rare due to hunting for its skin. Madagascar is a stronghold for a wide variety of endemic species of chameleons and is considered a radiation point for day geckos. The 2 extant iguana genera are basally related to other iguanas and are believed to have existed on the island after leaving Africa. The Madagascar big-headed tortoise, the spider tortoise, the flatback spider tortoise, the radiated tortoise, and the plow tortoise are all endangered species. Madagascar has more than 290 species of amphibians, with new species being discovered regularly. Almost all of these are endemic, and most are confined to primary forests. Examples of popular amphibian species found in Madagascar include the tomato frog and the golden mantella frog. Madagascar has a rich freshwater fish fauna with a high prevalence of endemics. The exact diversity is uncertain because new species are regularly described and species may have become extinct before being discovered. It is estimated that there are 135,150 native fish species confined to fresh water on the island. Among these are two families entirely confined to Madagascar, the Enchiriid catfish and the Madagascar rainbow fish. In addition, several genera are endemic to Madagascar. Madagascar's geographic history has resulted in unusual biogeographical patterns comparable to those seen in other animal and plant groups on the island. Madagascar's freshwater fish fauna has declined dramatically due to habitat loss, overfishing, and introduced species. Madagascar is home to a large number of insects, most of which are endemic. Some groups, such as insects and moths, have thousands of species. Madagascar has about 100,000 species and numbers of insects. There are more than 100 cockroaches, including the large Madagascar cockroach. Madagascar mosquitoes include 235 species, of which 138 are endemic. Madagascar is home to the world's smallest wasp, Liatrigon abitica, with a body length of less than 2, and several other species of Meliponini. Darwin's bark spider was discovered in 2009. He is famous for making the strongest and largest spider webs. The silk produced by this spider is twice as strong as other ordinary spider silk. Madagascar is home to several endemic freshwater crustaceans, including 17 species of podominavid crabs, 7 species of paratacid crustaceans, and a tidefish. The seas around Madagascar have a high diversity of wildlife, including invertebrates. There is still a large mangrove swamp around the coast, especially in the west, and there are extensive coral reefs around the island. There are thousands of fish species, including the rare coelacanth. 4 species of sea turtles breed on the beaches, but many are taken by locals for food. For whales, humpback whales breed on the southwest coast. For example, La Sainte Marie, Omura's whales, especially around Nosy, juvenile blue whales on the Madagascar Plateau, and southern right whales, which are slowly increasing along the Malagasy coast.